Spider-Man. 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 Oh no, I cannot open this can of soup. What shall I do? It is I, the amazing Spider-Man, here to help save the day. All in a day's work for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Boy.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins.
So that was really dumb. So a while back I decided if I was going to come back with movie reviews, I was going to have some type of sketch before it or something along those lines. And the original idea was something with like more like older movies and stuff like that, where I'd be able to do something with the DVD. And then this movie, just I felt the need to make a review of it. So when I decided on that, I realized I still need to do the weird intro thing. And so I was gonna get like an actual regular Spider-Man mask instead of the new one. But I got this at like 10 o'clock at night and I'm filming now at like 12. So yeah, as you can tell by the fact that I returned to movie reviews just for this movie is incredible. Like, it's truly incredible. I went in not expecting much. I expected it to be okay just because like critics are saying, oh yeah, it's great and everything, but like I was thinking, hey, I'll go in, I'll watch it and it'll be okay. I was kind of I was confused between weeks as to if this week was Mary Poppins and Bumblebee or if it was this movie. And so like I was thinking, I prefer to watch those movies for next week, but I guess I'll go and watch this one. And I came out of the theater. The only way I could really describe it to people was like the shorthand answer. You know those moments in like really good movies where you're like, okay, this scene is just like incredible and I can't stop smiling. I walked out of the movie and I was like, that was the entire time for me. It was just non-stop. Like I was just smiling the entire way through, unless it was like a sad scene, at which point I was like, you know, sad. But it's just like such a fun movie, and there's never a dull moment. Like most movies you'll be watching, and at least at one point you'll be like, oh, I wonder what time it is. I wonder what time this is supposed to be over. I realized when I got out of the movie that never happened with this one. It was just non-stop fun. The cast was amazing. I loved all the different Spider-Man actors. John Mulaney kind of stood out as good, I'd say. Also, Nicolas Cage was really good as the noir Spider-Man, which I guess I was the only one in the theater who got one of the jokes with the noir Spider-Man, but like I found that character so great. Like it was a very subtle joke where it was the way that it was intertwined with everything else. But like it was such a good joke, and just no one laughed around me, and I was like, oh, that's too bad. And like it was a pretty full theater too, so I'm glad, because this movie deserves a lot of attention. It's truly like probably my favorite Marvel related movie since Ragnarok. Yeah, and Ragnarok's like my favorite movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, since Thor Ragnarok, this is probably my favorite movie that was made in association with Marvel. It's just so well thought out. And there are a lot of moments where it's obvious that they take inspiration from other directors, like Edgar Wright. They even had a poster of his in the movie. It was like a Shaun of the Dead poster, but instead it was changed to From Dusk Till Shaun or something along those lines. But like, it was the Shaun of the Dead poster in just a different universe. And so it was just really interesting how they did that, to where like how they used his style, where Edgar Wright's already known for making one of the best comic book adaptations ever with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the most accurate one. And so taking his style and then animating it, it's like, it's just perfect. And then I watched part of a review from 24 Frames of Nick, and this was before I actually went in to watch the movie, just because like I never miss an episode from him or anything like that. I always watch his videos, so like when I saw it go live, I had to watch part of it. But yeah, if I remember to, or if I'm not too lazy, I'll insert like a short clip of it here.
First point that this movie is so good. Dots. There are so many dots in this movie, and I've never loved a dot more than I have in this movie. There's also so many lines. Just like an old-fashioned comic book, there are so many lines and dots all over the movie that you can like count every dot and line, and it's so freaking beautiful. Dude, dots and lines are like the prettiest thing in this movie, and I cannot express how much I like dots and lines now.
When I saw that, I was like, sure, whatever you say, this is just a funny little thing that you're throwing in here. But like, truly, the way that they use lines and dots to make up each shot is just, it looks incredible. Like, it truly looks like it's something out of a comic book. And when you throw in like kind of Wes Anderson style like flat shots where it's very symmetrical and everything like that, it once again looks even more like a comic book. And then they managed to mess with that where it's those symmetrical shots and then it turns into like a Dutch tilt or something like that, to get technical about the cinematography style or animating style. Like it would like change to that where it's like a really different kind of shot. And I really like those transitions where it was just like a pivot to that Dutch tilt. And it just, every moment had so much care put into it. Even the credit sequence, just like every moment of it was just so well planned out, from the top build cast section all the way down to just like the regular credit scroll. And the regular credit scroll has so much attention to detail with just like the graffiti and stuff like that in the background. It was like they could have just gone with simple graffiti, but they actually had like multiple layers and everything, just adding depth to it where it wasn't necessary. It's a credit scroll, but like they cared and put just as much effort as anything else into that. And so, and just every beat of the movie was purposeful. And that's another thing with kind of following the Edgar Wright style. Every beat that happened, like every piece of dialogue in the beginning would tie back into the ending. And it followed that arc that you see in every Edgar Wright movie, where there's something that happens near the beginning and it seems like it's just a one-off joke and it comes back. Like you see those things where like, it's less subtle than an Edgar Wright movie, where like for Edgar Wright, the one that I think of off the top of my head is Hot Fuzz, The Greater Good, being repeated multiple times, and then it just comes back later on. Oh yeah, everything's being done for the greater good. The greater good. But yeah, so like that's really what I thought of when I was watching this. It's just like really well planned out as far as scripting. And there was also something about the style of animation that I noticed at one point. It almost felt like it was stop motion, or like a flip book. Also, like you know those things where like you flip through it and it changes, like something jumps around like a stick figure or something like that. It's like that almost, just like you don't see the pages. It's just like it jumps around, so it might be a lower frame rate, though I don't think it actually is a lower frame rate. It's just like a less consistent one for the character movement. But yeah, it's just like, it's really smart is the only way to put it. Very colorful, which I liked, like extremely colorful. Story as a whole, aside from just like those small little details, really good, matched up with the original Spider-Man story, just like all the other characters did, just with its own little twists, and it still had the same kind of beats. I'll say that to try to avoid giving too much away. But yeah, it's just a fun movie. Like that, it's the type of movie where like it's a winter movie, but it's really good as well. Like it's a possible award winner. Like I could see it potentially winning Best Animated Film. I mean, it'll be up there against Isle of Dogs, but I mean, this could potentially be the winner. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse for me gets a 10 out of 10. So yeah, I'm back to movie reviews. That's crazy. I don't think that this one will be edited too much just because of how quickly I spoke and everything, so it doesn't really need to have all that editing. It's like a 10-minute video. I like that. 10-minute videos are great. If you see 20 ads on this video, you know why. But yeah, so just kind of, I rambled on a bit. If you like those little intro things, let me know. If you want me to do less rambly and just kind of quick cuts for these, like I've done scripts in the past, but like it felt a bit less natural. So let me know what type of style you want as I'm coming back to movie reviews. And this obviously isn't going to be the only thing. I'm still going to do a lot of sketches. I'm planning out a sketch for relatively soon, so watch out for that. Sorry for not being around lately. It's just been some issues as far as stuff for the channel that I've been kind of going through, trying to figure all that out. I can't really talk much more about it. It's kind of like, yeah, I can't say anything more. Yeah, that's all. But yeah, we're going to try to start pushing more videos and stuff like that. Really try to grow the community. Is that? Yeah, I guess that's good. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, because I want you to be able to actually get the video when it's uploaded, rather than, you know, having a million issues with getting to the video. But yeah, so I guess, sorry, I'm scatterbrained because of, you know, stuff. But I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.